minus sign, but this time we're going to make a full equation. Okay, so now we're going to add the equal sign to go with it. Okay? All right, so check out our video here. Remember, if they ask questions, please answer nice and loud. I want to hear you guys participating so I can give JoJo points too. Right? Okay, here we go.
What kind of hats do you see?
Look at the hat.
What kind of hats? What kind?
I see fire hats. How many fire hats are there in all?
Good. 6 hats. Good. Thank you.
There are 6 fire hats in all. What do the counters stand for?
6 fire hats. Very good. 6 hats, so 6 counters, right? All right, great.
The counters stand for the fire hats.
And they're red too, aren't they?
What could you do to show that some fire hats are taken away?
All right. So some of them are taken away. What do we usually do with those counters? What do we do with them, Amelia? We separate them, right? We pull them into 2 different groups and we pull it away. All right, great.
You could take away that number of counters. How many fire hats are taken away? 3 fire hats are taken away. How do you know 3 fire hats are taken away?
How do you know that 3 were taken away? Elena?
Because there's only 3, but there are 6 in the first place.
Okay, so you're saying there's 3 left and there were 6 in the first place? Okay, so that lets you know that 3 were gone. So they took those 3 away and they separated them from the group. Okay, so we know that 3 were taken out of the group. Okay, great.
3 counters are moved away from the group. How many fire hats are left?
How many are left? 3, okay. So just to go over real fast. So we have 6. Show me 6 on your hands. Okay. Put that away. All right, that should be out. All right, you have 6. Take away 3, right? So watch, we're gonna take away 1, 2, 3. So how many are left? 3. Okay, that's another way to show it. Use our fingers there.
3 fire hats are left. How do you know?
Well, because there's 3 counters there left. Very good. All right, and you can just count them, right? Okay, great.
3 counters are left in the group. Now, let's write this number story as a number sentence.
Oh, see how they're writing it now? The whole thing's getting written.
How many fire hats are left? 3
Okay,
fire
those for
hats
answering.
are left.
Wake up, guys. 3 are left.
What is left is the difference between what you started with and what you ended with. 6 minus 3 equals 3. Does this number sentence mean the same thing as 6 subtract 3 is 3?
Does it mean the same thing?
Yes,
Yes,
they mean
subtract and
the
minus
same
are the
thing.
same things, right, Autumn?
You have learned about subtracting a part from a group and finding the difference.
All right, did you hear that word they used today? Finding the difference. Okay, so that's a big word that they use. It's subtraction. Okay, so we started off with how many fire hats, everyone? 6. How many do they take away?
3.
How many are left?
3.
Okay, so let's say this sentence all together. Let's use the right words too, everybody. 6 minus 3 equals 3. Very good. All right, so everyone get a pencil out, and we're getting our name on top of our paper. We'll do the very front here together with our solvent chair. Guys, if you don't want to wear your crowns right now, don't play with them. Just put them in your buckets, okay? If you have them on, awesome, thank you. But I don't want them on your desks. I want them in your buckets then. Autumn, I said I put them in your buckets if you don't want to wear it right now, okay? All right, thank you. You don't need to be playing with them. All right. So where's my, here it is, solvent chair. Okay. All right, so listen to the problem. Listen to what they're going to ask us to do. All right, and then we'll get a drawing up here as well. All right, listen up.
There are 6 fire hats. Firefighters take away 3 hats. What numbers do you subtract to find how many hats are left? How can you show the subtraction?
Okay, so how many fire hats were there? 6. All right, thank you to those who are, again, participating. Make sure you answer my questions out loud, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and draw a set of 6 counters. Ready? In a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please do that right now on your paper. Let's do that on your paper right now. Do that right now on your paper. Are you ready? What's wrong? Okay. All right. So we have 6 fire hats, right? All right. So now, let's go ahead and write a 6, because that's how many we're starting with. Correct? Okay. How many did they say they're going to take away? How many? 3. I already took one away for you. Got it. Are you pulled them all out? Okay. So if we're going to take away 3, what sign are we going to use to show that we're taking away, Olivia? Minus. Okay. All right. So then let's go ahead and also, let's cross off those 3 and write it right here. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna open it, make sure it's not.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You guys can write that on your paper.
Sure you did.
I did. I so did. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. Awesome. I'm being very honest. Okay. All right, so 6, take away 3. All right, so we crossed off the 3, right? So how many hats are we left with, Francesca? 3. Okay, so remember, when I say what we're left with, what's the difference? It's how many are not crossed off, how many are still there. Okay? So equals, today we're going to write the equal sign, and then we're going to put 3. All right, everyone's got that? Let's write the whole equation today. Okay, we all have that? All right. No, we don't have it? Did everyone write that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, go ahead and lift and turn to the next page. All right, so let's ensure we'll see this from the video. Come, let's go, Eddie. Turn the page. Did you write all this? All right. Remember, if you're doing it with me, we can get through it a lot faster, right? All right. So go ahead, and you guys can go ahead and trace the equation from the video. Same thing. 6 minus 3, practice tracing it, equals 3. It matches the video with the hats. We just did that same equation as well. 6 minus 3 equals 3. Let's say it together. 6 minus 3 equals 3. All right, so those are the words we're going to use today. We're just going to change the numbers, right? Okay. So down here, number 1, they already did this one for us. All right. What does this sentence say? Who could read this for me? Amelia, go ahead.
5 minus
No, what did they say? Take.
away 4 equals
Oh, it is 1. Okay. So we're going to use that sentence and we're going to make it now into an equation. Okay. So have your pencil ready and let's go ahead and trace this. Ready? So now we're going to say, let's say it all out loud together. 5 minus 4 equals 1. So they already did that for us, but what did they cross off out here? How many hats? Paul? 4. So before we know how many they're going to equal, we are going to have to cross them off. So next time we'll stop for the next one. But go ahead and cross off the 4 hats because they did that for us already. Okay. All right. So we have the hats. Okay, how many hats are there all together? It already tells you right here, Vivi. How many? 7. So let's go ahead and write in the 7. 7, we're going to break it up, our equation here. So 7, instead of take away, what are we going to put here, Martin? Minus. So put the minus sign in. How many are we going to minus and take away? Bree. Oh, how many does it say? Take away 5. So let's write a 5 in here. And before we do anything else, let's go ahead and cross off 5 hats. Ready? Make sure you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now when we write in the next circle, Addie, what goes here? Equals, very good. And equals what, Audra? 2. Excellent. So let's all say it together. We should have 7 minus 5 equals 2. Thumbs up, we all have that? If you don't, just raise your hand, okay? All right, great. Take your paper, watch, and flip the whole thing over. All right, we've got some cool hats today. Okay, all right. So let's go through it again together. We have safari hats here, it looks like. Okay, so how many hats do we have here all together, Leo? Oh, the buddy, you gotta flip the whole, no, don't turn a page. Flip it over. Go back. There you go. 8. Very good, so it's all right in 8. All right, what's my sign that goes in next, Nivy? Minus. And how many are we taking away, Elena? 2. And before we do anything else, let's go ahead and cross off 2 hats up here. So take away 2 hats. Now what goes in my next circle, Brayden? Equals. And equals, how many hats are left, Simon? 6. All right, so let's go back and let's read the equation. We have 8 minus 2 equals 6. Excellent. All right, now we've got some sailor hats. Okay, how many hats do we have all together, Autumn? 6. So let's write it in. We have 6. What goes next here, Poppy? Minus. And how many are we taking away, Olivia? 5. Very good. So write the 5 in, but before we do anything else, we need to cross about 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 minus 5, what goes after that? Great, Jessica. Equals. And how many does that equal, Mia N? 1. Very good. All right, so let's all say it together. Ready? 6 minus 5 equals 1. Very good. Awesome. Everyone's doing good so far?
Yep.
Okay. All right. How many of these hats do we have down here all together, Simon? How many do we have? 9, it says. So let's write a 9. 9, and then what comes next, maybe? Minus. How many are we going to minus and take away, Audra? 5. So let's write a 5 in. And stop, don't do anything else. Now we have to cross off how many hats? 5. Okay, let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, how many hats are we left with now? How many hats are we left with, Amelia?
4.
4. Before I write the 4, oops, I forgot something. What goes here, Amelia? Equals, and then we can write 4. All right, so let's read that all together out loud. 9 minus 5 equals 4. What's that?
Those hats I know. They're helicopters.
Like little helicopters, right? Funny, right? Okay, and the last one we have cowboy hats. Okay, Autumn, how many cowboy hats are there? 7. So let's write it in. 7. What goes next here, Elena?
Minus.
Minus. All right, how many hats are we taking away, Leo?
2.
2. Very good. Before we do anything, let's cross off 2 cowboy hats. Ready? 1, 2. All right, what goes in my next bubble, Bree? Equals. And how many does that equal? 7 minus 2 equals what, Olivia? 5. All right, last time, everyone read it all together. Here we go. 7 minus 2 equals 5. Thumbs up, we got this? Okay, all right, let's flip it over. Lift the page and turn to the back. All right, you guys are gonna do these 3 on your own now. Don't forget to make your sentence now into an equation. Don't forget to cross off how many it tells you. So 8, take away 3. Don't forget to take away 3 is 5. But now make it into an equation. Go ahead. forget to go back and cross off. All right, then do the chef hats 4, take away 1 is 3. Make that into an equation. Don't forget to cross off how many you're supposed to take away. No. How many are you taking away? 8, take away 3, just 3. Careful on how many you take away. Remember to stop and take them away before you say how many it equals, okay? Be careful. Just we're using the same numbers. Good. Awesome. Oh, how many are you taking away up here? And how many are you taking away here? Yeah, careful. Just slow down. Just slow down. Just reset it, okay? It's okay, how many? Okay, good. Yes, okay, good. Be careful how many you take away. How many you're supposed to take away? Do that right away. There you go. Cross it out. Equals one on your left. So don't go too fast. Let's put over here. Good. Make sure you don't cross off too many or not, make sure you have enough. Otherwise it won't match your equation. Don't forget everyone have a minus and equal signs in your circles? Very good. Okay. You guys are doing great. Awesome. Okay, here's the last one. You ready? Okay, so listen to this. All right. We'll fill in some of these numbers together if we have to, but I want to see how many of you can do it on your own first. Okay. It says, there are 7 baseball caps. So that's your first number, right? There's 7. 7 baseball caps. Go ahead and now draw me a set of 7 counters to start with, okay? Autumn, you doing that? I know you're not, so let's go ahead and let's follow along. There's 7 baseball caps. Now listen, we have 7 up here, right? Did you draw me a set of 7? Draw me it in a row. Remember how I always ask you guys to draw it in a row? I don't want a big group of 7. Go ahead and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is what you should have right now. Draw them in a row, not all in a big group. It's easier to see it in a row. Now listen to the story. It says, some are worn to the game. And then there are 4 left. Okay? So just listen, you're not taking away 4. Listen. It says there are 7 caps. Minus, some are taken away. So that's blank right now. Equals 4 left. Remember, I didn't say take away 4. I said 4 are going to be left. That's my difference. So we have to figure out this missing number. So remember, if 4 is my answer, if that's the difference, I should have 4 that are what? Remember when we cross off things, 4 of them should what, Francesca? Are they crossed off or not crossed off? Not crossed off. So I should have 4 counters that are not crossed off right now. So cover with your hand 4 counters and cross off the rest of them. Do that. Cover up 4 because that's going to be by 4 that you shouldn't cross off, and then cross off the rest. How many did you have to take away? Oh, stand up if you have the answer. Very good. I have a lot of you guys figuring it out. Okay, so if 4 of them are going to not be crossed off, I have to have 4 left, right? How many did you have to take away? On the count, say 1, 2, 3. 3! Yes! So, 1, 2, 3 leaves me with my 4. Very good. So 7 minus 3. Take away 3 equals 4. Woo! Good job! Okay. All right, you guys got it. Very good. So everyone has that written in? Okay. Did that make sense to cover them up like that? So last time for homework, some of you guys had that problem and you didn't have it right. Okay, we read it wrong. So make sure you read those problems correctly, okay? All right, flip it back to the front with your name on top. I'm just going to play the video to kind of wrap it up. We actually have a homework paper to do, but we're gonna have to do that when we get back from computer. So let me just show you the quick video while we collect these. Oh, kindergarten. Everyone take a seat, please. Your boxes should be closed. Listen up.
Hey there, take a look at this drawing. What number sentence can we write that tells the story of this drawing? First, let's look at what we know. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counters in all. The red X's tell us that this is a takeaway sentence. So 8 take away 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's the number sentence that tells the story of the drawing. 8 take away 3 is 5. But we can also tell the story of the drawing with an equation. An equation uses symbols or signs instead of words. Instead of saying 8 take away 3, we say 8 minus 3. And we write a minus sign instead of the words take away. Then, instead of the word is, we write an equal sign and say equals 5.
You're paying attention.
Both the number sentence 8 take away 3 is 5 and the subtraction equation 8 minus 3 equals 5 tell the story of the drawing. Remember this, takeaway stories can be written as subtraction equations. That's all for this time. So long for now.
Okay. All right, guys. All right. So we'll practice that a little bit more. Like that was that last problem that we did. We have to practice that a little bit more, finding the missing part. Okay. All right.